welcome to the ILF Show, episode number 2. Let's talk about some stuff that's in the world of pop culture that's happened within the last week or so. Starting off with Quinn Ewers, University of Texas quarterback, announced his return to the Longhorns versus going into the NFL draft with a signed card from Panini that he signed. I'm back. Someone's going to be able to pull that card. So some Texas Longhorn fan is going to be happy to have that card. Yeah, I thought that was really cool how he introduced it back. He didn't just announce it. He even used ESPN as a little interview thing on there, on the website, on the app, whatever you want to call it. And he was talking about all this Texas heritage and stuff like that. And then he was like, check this out. On that note, he gets this card out. He's writing in a journal. He flips his card out, and he writes, "I'm back," and then signs it. I think that's pretty cool, because not a lot of sports card promotions happen like that anymore. I think there needs to be more of it. Maybe we'll see that more with college, because of the whole, they get paid through all these different ways of getting paid. So who knows what we'll find. Next, let's talk more about football. How about the Lions beating the Rams? And Detroit went crazy. There was even a viral video out there from the stadium where they were singing "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. And the whole crowd was just singing. All of a sudden, it pans on Eminem, and he's all, yeah, he's singing along with them. Great time for Detroit to be a Detroit Lion fan. I don't think it's been a great time to be a Detroit Lion fan since Barry Sanders played. But congratulations to the Lions, moving on. You know, and I love seeing it. I'm a bandwagon Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan because of Baker Mayfield. I've been following him since he was drafted. I remember being in my room listening to the NFL draft on the NFL app and hearing Baker Mayfield number 1. I was so happy. And then just following his career, where he's been, where he's going. He was with the Browns for many years, and Browns let him go. He went to my Panthers. Panthers did him dirty, just like they've done everybody else dirty. And then he went to the Rams. And I was like, dude, okay, you can do something with the Rams. You can stick around for a while. Oh, forget that. I was just kidding. But with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he has finished the wild card playoff game against the Eagles of all teams. And now, the next round, let's see how much further Baker Mayfield can be baking on the field. Stepping away from sports, let's talk about music. Music. AJ McLean and Joey Fatone. 2 names synonymous with the 90s. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC collabs. They are coming together to do a tour, a solo tour together. Very short stint from what I saw online. Can't remember the tour dates to save my life. But those two are going on tour together. Stranger Things. Can we talk about Stranger Things for just a moment? I want to know your thoughts. Comment below. Are you over Stranger Things? Or are you still excited about it? It seems like we've been waiting 5 years for this final season to come out. With the writer's strike and all the little issues that have been going on. We finally get the process started. So maybe by the time it's done, the actors are going to be in their 20s. But they're still at Hawkins in high school. Brother. More football. The Green Bay Packers. This one's brought to you by the Josh Wallace Show. Head on over to thejoshwallaceshow.com. Find out all cool tips and tricks and see Josh's collection in his sports cards. Check out thejoshwallaceshow.com. And it's sponsored by him because he's a Green Bay Packers fan. And they whomped them boys. They whomped them. I don't think anyone expected it. Especially the way the Cowboys were playing this season and the way the Green Bay Packers were playing this season. But here we are. Green Bay advanced to the next round. It's going to be interesting. Comment below who you think's going to win the Super Bowl this year. I want to know your thoughts. Also, sports. Nick Saban, synonymous with college football, to Alabama Crimson Tide. You never roll Tide. I don't care what you do. You never roll Tide. Never. Never. But after, 30 years or so, he retired. Mad props to him. I think he was there the whole time. I don't think he ever left or went anywhere else. I'm not real familiar. I do know. I know his name. I know he's been the coach forever. So happy retirement's good, sir. Now let's talk about the Nintendo Switch, guys. And they're talking about a brand new Switch coming out sometime in the near future. The last thing I saw was $400 price tag. And is it backwards compatible? Well, we don't really know. I even saw one article that talks about the possibility of it having a screen that folds up and makes it bigger, kind of like a bigger tablet. The specs, I'm sure, are out there, and I don't know if they're leaked or if they're real. But it would be cool if it was backwards compatible to where not only for Switch, but if you could play any other of Nintendo's current systems post Game Boy era, like the DS, all the DS versions that are there. That'd be cool if it would all adapt to that. Because why not? Let it be a thing. And since we're talking about Switch, I want to know your thoughts. Please comment them below. Why can't the Switch release like sports games like NHL 2023 or Madden or any sports games that are like that? I ask that because I'm a retro gamer, but I'm not a current gamer as much as I should be. And I want to know your thoughts, guys. Why can't we have that when we have games like Breath of the Wild and we have Red Dead Redemption just recently released on the Switch? But why can't we see sports titles and you can't be like, well, you won't hold it. But it holds games like Zelda, and I'm not a tech guy, so I might be missing the mark on this here. Let me know. I want to know. Also with the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Online. It's a new year. I haven't seen any new games drop on the online spectrum. I want Mario Land on Game Boy, Nintendo. It's not hard. You own the rights to it. You have Mario Land 2 on there. You have Wario on there. Let's get Mario Land. I saw a funny meme about the Switch because there's a handheld that's got the little, that's the specs that are out there that have the PlayStation-like handles. Well, there's also the Steam Deck, and then I think the PlayStation's, their version of a Switch coming out. It all kind of looks the same, and it's like, we could have those kind of handles, but, we're doing this thing. We need to make stuff happen, Nintendo. You can do it. And don't ask me where the rabbit trail is going with the whole Switch thing with the Steam Deck and the PlayStation. I don't know. The coffee all of a sudden misfired in my head, and I thought I was on a tangent. I wasn't. Comment below if it's ever happened to you. It's happened to me. It literally just happened to me on the fly. Pop culture is just around us. Anywhere and everywhere. It's a culture. That's why it's called pop culture. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, concerns, answers to what should be on YouTube for I Love Loose Figures, not just for the ILF show, but content in general, I want to know about it. Comment it below. May the vote be with you. I'll see you next time.